And some of the innovations you see over the course of the series have their genesis in universities from overseas, discovered by Australian entrepreneurs on a global search for innovations that will change the world. And that's the case with our first innovation today. BlinkLab, now proudly Australian, they're about to undergo clinical trials with top hospitals around Australia, which could potentially change the way that we diagnose a neurological condition that's affecting millions around the globe.
Autism is a developmental condition. It affects a person's communication, their social interaction, and also how they experience the world around them. 1% of all people are autistic, and in Australia, 4.5% is the latest.
So the earlier the child has their diagnosis, the earlier that they have access to all of the things that make a difference. So here the therapists and the programs that we've developed maximise that opportunity for early learning.
But getting a diagnosis is not that simple for a multitude of reasons.
That makes it so much harder to provide them with early intervention. Unfortunately, a child needs to see, in WA, 3 different professionals to get a diagnosis of autism, and the wait lists are just ludicrous.
Both Tia and Anna are specialists in early intervention for children on the autism spectrum. And as waiting times for autism testing blows out to more than 12 months, they say the long-term effects are crushing for everyone.
Parents are desperate. They know that the services are effective, and they can see the other children and the benefits that they get from early intervention, and their child doesn't have a diagnosis, and therefore they can't access those services.
A solution was being worked on by neuroscientists at Princeton University, using existing data about the way the autistic brain works.
From neuroscience, we already know that children with autism are more sensitive to, let's say, sensory stimulation. The trick is to basically capture this sensitivity. So we thought, why don't we try this with the smartphone technology? So for the first time, we basically did those neurometric tests, those neuroscientific tests on a smartphone. And what we found is that children with autism respond differently to the stimuli that we deliver them compared to children without autism. The test is nothing else than watching a video on the smartphone. And while you're watching the video, we deliver the stimulations. And now we have a game changer because you can do it at home. There's no time pressure, you can do it anytime you want.
Australian entrepreneurs learned of Hank's innovation, approached him, and together they formed Australian biotech company BlinkLab. BlinkLab is the only company in the world using computer vision and machine learning to assess brain response to audio and visual stimulation delivered via smartphone, detecting autism and ADHD.
Since we started the company, we've tested over 6,000 kids, and including a large study in autism. And the data from our latest study in autism was phenomenal, showing sensitivity and specificity of 84 and 84%, which is significantly better than currently FDA-approved products. Our next step would be to conduct a larger FDA study so we can pursue regulatory approvals in countries like US and bring this technology finally to the market.
If that's granted, the tech that BlinkLab has created will be, as they've said, a game changer. Isn't it amazing to think of the potential that we hold in the palm of our hands?